Hi there. So this is called Excel for Mum, and it's for my mum, but it's also aimed to anyone who's just trying to learn and to use Excel on their own, finding it difficult. Hopefully, this unlocks the key and opens the door to a pathway for learning for some people. I know for me, I used to hate Excel, and now I love it. So it's really more about just getting yourself to a position where you're comfortable, and then you can learn and progress to more advanced things. So in today, it's going to be showing some simple things. We're going to be covering columns, and rows, and doing some resizing. As you can see here, I've resized two of these values. I'll just pull a couple out here. And that's pretty simple. It's just hover the cursor between the columns or the rows, and you can adjust them by holding down when you see the icon change to that up down cross or the left right cross. If you want to resize all of them to the same constraints, because as you can see now they're all higgledy-piggledy, there's a little doohickey here in the top left. It's like you can see where my arrow is. It's turned into like a plus size cross type thing. You click on that, and then it selects the entire sheet, rows and columns, and then you can actually adjust one, and they will all snap to the same size and the same, because you've got the whole thing selected. It's the same with your rows and columns. That's easy peasy. So Excel, it has its own built-in functionality that makes it smart. So I'm just gonna open up with a title and a value here. So we can just say cat, dog, monkey, and you'll see here if you select cat, dog, and monkey, and you pull that down, it repeats the value cat, dog, monkey, and it's the same with numerical values. Like if I start off with a 1 and I pull this down, you'll see here it'll count for you, and it'll preview your count as well. To get it to do that, for instance, like where there was cat, dog, monkey, those values, there are 3 of them. You have to select shift. So you can start with selecting cat, and then you hit shift, and you hold shift down, you click on the bottom value until all 3 are selected. And in this case, you can see the icon changing here, changes between a cross, a plus, and this black plus here. When it gets there on that bottom right corner, you can see the bottom right corner's got a little thingy. You pull that down, and then you'll have your values repeated. And then also for counting is an odd one, because as you can see, you've got the black cross here. You pull down, and it just does 1 1 1 1 1. However, if you want it to count for you, you hover over there. You see your cross. You click, you push down Control, and you'll see it'll have a plus sign on top of that cross. Hold down, and you can pull it down, and you can see as I pull down to the right bottom of that cursor, you can actually see a preview, and I've hit Control to do that, and I'm holding down on my right click mouse. Bam. That's pretty easy. So we're going to take it up a notch. So next I'm going to show you some filtering. So here in the top, this row here, as you can see, when you hover your mouse over this, you can see the icon changes as well to a right arrow, and there's a down arrow. So if you want to select the whole column, you do it like that, click click click, and then a row, same thing, click. So you can also toggle your views so that when you scroll down, you don't lose your top row title and value. You can do that by going to View, and you've got your freeze pane value here, and you can hit the drop down and you can freeze just the top or the first column, or you can do both, but in this case I'm just going to freeze the top, and I'm doing that because I'm going to apply a filter here, and I'll show you next. What we'll do is I'm going to click in that row, and I'm going to go to the home ribbon, and I'm going to go sort and filter and just hit filter. Now it knows that the top value there is the title, so it's not going to add that to your filter. It knows that everything down from there, it's very intuitive. That's what's great about Excel. It expects that you're going to put something as a title, like a header, you know. So we can go ahead, and I'm just going to bold these. I'm going to select these both. The way I did that was click once, hold down Control, select the next one, bold. Oh, there it is. And now I don't want any monkeys, so I'm going to unselect the monkey and go OK. Now, bearing in mind, filtering has been applied to this entire row here. So when I click the filter value, you can see that teeny tiny little icon there. It gives me a selection of what I can and can't filter in or out. So if I hit OK now, no more monkeys. And another thing you'll see that has changed as well is that the coloring has changed here. And you'll see the numbering has changed. So it's 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. And where the values are, it's filtered out the monkeys. You can see that the color has denoted a change. So it's saying that you're now hiding some of these values and also the rows. And where the values have all stopped, it'll continue counting naturally. You can see there on the left. Now let's say I just want cats. So I'll just select all and deselect, so there's no values. I'll select cat. OK, and just cats. And as you can see here, you've got these values that have stuck, the numerical values. So you can see cat number 13 is there, cat number 19, because these were the numerical sequence values that I dragged down. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. What are we, 7 minutes in? The next video we'll take it up a notch as well, and hope you enjoyed that. Bye.